forget
to subscribe
to Sharon
and see. Favorite server. Oh.
Showtime.
Hey, Amith, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Please subscribe to sharonatsea Travel. Thank you. Bye. Peace.
Good evening, everyone.
I'm waiting here patiently to see if Sharon sneezes. Before the stream came on, she whispered and says, I think I have to sneeze.
I know.
And I was like, well, all right, go ahead and sneeze.
Oh, my gosh.
You're allowed to sneeze on the live stream.
Holding it in.
No one will give you a hard time for sneezing on the live stream. You guys won't give her a hard time, will you? Come on.
Gosh.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Monday night live stream. We're so happy to be here. We're so happy that you chose to be here with us. And if it's your first time here, you're new to the channel, welcome. And my name is Jamie. On occasion, people call me Jimmy, and that's when we're having a real good time. And to my left, on your right, is Sharon from sharonatsea Travel. Some folks call her America's travel agent. Some call her North America's travel agent. And some just call her their favorite travel agent. So welcome to everybody. We hope you're doing well. First off, can we just say we hope our West Coast friends are doing well? What is going on? I mean, things on the usually it's the East Coast that's having bad news. I mean, everywhere. I mean, for crying out loud. First, you got Hawaii. That's horrible. The fires there. I mean, unbelievable. And now all of a sudden there's hurricanes there. Yeah. Right while everyone's getting ready for a hurricane, there's an earthquake. North of Los Angeles. What's going on?
I don't know. Everything's happening over there. I hope it's not raining too much. You're not getting flooded out over there.
I think the rain's done. I think it was a little underwhelming, but still, man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Julie Amos says they're good. I know Julie's out there. We have a number of friends, a bunch of folks that we cruise with, that we're friends with here in the community. The Fields are out there. The Johnstones are nearby on the West Coast, and many other people are. So let us know. Mark yourself safe from Hurricane Hillary if you want to in the chat, so all your friends know that you're good to go. So that's some wild stuff, isn't it? Yeah. I see everybody saying hi to each other. We could sit here for the first 5 minutes and just watch everyone say hi to each other. We don't even have to say hi to you guys. You're all saying hi to each other. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm just reading all the comments.
I see Nautical Nurse Nancy out there. She says, we're getting our second summer this week. Finally hot weather in the high 90s. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Nancy, that's crazy. Yeah. It's been cool here.
Well, yeah, it has been cool here for here. It's a little bit humid here for Arizona because it's always really dry. And it's been like cloudy, looking like it's going to just completely rain any minute for the last 2 days at our house anyways. But it really, I think it sprinkled once for 5 minutes. We have gotten no rain, but it is a little humid and cloudy, and maybe some monsoons are coming.
Well, I'm very in tune with the weather, and I put out my rain collector, and I got 0.000001 inches of rain, I think was our total. So it's been less than spectacular. John and Diamond, they're down south a little bit from us. They said it's been spectacular in AZ, loving the overcast. It has. I mean, it's been like in the evening, it's like in the 70s instead of the 90s. So that has been lovely.
And it's really cooled down.
Yes.
Just right after we got home, so that was perfect. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yes, and Richard Zollner said a hurricane fizzled out by the time it got to Reno. So a little fizzling out there, but we hope everyone's doing well and that you're not flooded out and things are all good to go. Big G and Snuggles, we see you. Hello, hello, hello. James, Shaza, Pizza King, and the Princess. Also, Boswell, Lucy and Boswell. Greetings. You know what? We've never mentioned this, Sharon, and I think it's due time that we have an unbelievable Big G and Snuggles. Please don't feel bad about it. But, guys, if you've watched the show a little bit, we haven't mentioned Boswell lately, and we didn't really bring it up, but Boswell is no longer with us.
Yeah, he has
gone to
months, a little more than that.
Yeah, Boswell, we're sorry to say, went to doggy heaven. And I don't know, it never was the right time to mention it, and then we didn't mention it, and then we thought of it and didn't mention it. And so that's the story. So thank you. Rest in peace, Boswell, says Nautical Nurse Nancy. And oh my God, Boswell. Daniel Fields is devastated. We're sorry to start the show off on a downer like this. Boy, we're talking about fires, hurricanes, and the loss of a beloved pet. Boy, great way to start it. Hope everyone's excited out there. Thank you, Julie. That's very nice of you. Cruising for food. Thank you, Wanda. And also thank you for your team beating my Chargers last night. Congratulations to you. Yes, I know it is. It's poor Boswell. Sue O'Connor, thank you. That is a bummer, but I guess it was due time that we recognized him. We never talked about it.
Yeah, well, we've had a kind of a crazy summer, and so yeah, we really hadn't gone live that much over the summer, and it just wasn't,
It just never came up. So there you go. Now it did. Big G and Snuggles. I don't worry about commenting on it because hey, it had to be brought up, and we appreciate you recognizing Boswell. And we will miss Boswell. He did cross the Rainbow Bridge. Thank you, Mary Barkley. So
I think Lucy was probably. She was pretty sad for a while, but she's recovered too. She's over it now. So.
Yeah, we're giving her a lot of love. So everything is fine. So Lucy's here. Boswell has moved on, and there you go. But the good news is that now John from the Ship Show won't confuse Boswell and Maxwell anymore. Oh my God. How does that sound?
You never know.
Yeah, you never know with him. He gets a little crazy sometimes. All right. So anyway, tonight, Sharon, what do you want to talk about? We're sitting there saying, what can we talk about? We've talked about Holland America lately. We talked about Europe. We have more videos and blogs coming out from each one of those. But one funny thing that happened with when you put out videos, like, we made that like and dislike video about Holland America, and it's gotten a lot of views and a lot of response, but it's got a lot of comments too, and sometimes those comments aren't that nice. When you give your honest opinion, people who are loyal to the cruise line, sometimes have a tendency to not agree with you in a pretty aggressive way.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have their favorite cruise lines, and I don't know, we have a couple that we probably put up the top of our list, but we don't bash others for what they like. I mean, everyone likes what they like for whatever reason. Everyone likes to cruise differently. Everyone has different things they like. So, but some people, I guess, like to bash things. They think their way is the only way, and hey, that's just how it is.
Right? Wanda said so. Cruising for Food says people take things too seriously. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, have we ever gotten defensive? Like, we've spent a lot of time on Carnival. Now we've gone on a few other cruise lines as well and had some great experiences. But I don't know.
We've had good and bad on all the cruise lines, including Carnival. I mean, Carnival's not. We've cruised on Carnival the most because, they're kid friendly, and Matthew was always young, and it just worked out for us. But everything wasn't always perfect on Carnival. But we never bash the other cruise lines, or I don't know. It's just
not publicly crazy. Anyway.
Well, I mean, not.
Right.
I mean, we'll say if something's kind of negative or something we didn't care for, we'll talk about it. But we're also going to say the good things.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Well, so our topic tonight was we won't apologize for cruising on Carnival, and I'm going to get into why we say that in a minute. Real quick, a couple comments.
I think it bothered you more than me.
It does bother me. People cross my crawler. They get me wound up.
Things get to him a little more. I kind of let things. I don't know. Things don't bother me as much. I just kind of.
Are you? You're a little more thick-skinned than I. Am I sensitive? Yeah. Is that what you're saying? I'm very sensitive, aren't I?
I think you are more sensitive than I am in that way.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I am a little sensitive.
I will read comments, and the only time they really, I guess, they really bother me a lot is if it's a mean comment about a family member or someone in the family, or something like that. If it's just something about an opinion or something about me or whatever, I don't really care. I let it go. But but you say something about a family member.
Well, we've had plenty of things said about us. We've even been brought up in some of those online websites, but they don't talk about us enough, so we get a little jealous of that. Neil Drucker said that he referred you to someone that he knows to call to book a cruise. Oh, Neil, thank you so much, and I'm so sorry to say that you just missed the cutoff because Sharon recently had a $1,000 referral bonus going on, and that just ended, Neil. I'm so sorry, but thank you for the referral. We love you. We're glad to see you that you're not at poker night tonight, and I hope you get it next time. Krista H. said, is Shaq's chicken really as good as pretty much everyone says it is?
I think so. I love Shaq's chicken. Yes. And I wish they had it on more ships because I think that was one of the things I said if you could only pick a couple foods to eat for a whole week on a cruise ship, that would be like one of the options I would choose.
Yes, Shaq's is hot fire. Number one, you can get some breakfast there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that.
And what is it, like a honey? I forget.
Honey
like
glazed chicken on a biscuit is hot fire.
That is so good.
And then the fries are incredibly tasty. They're different than Guy's fries. And sometimes you go to Guy's and the fries aren't always the same. I think they run out of the batch or they miss the mark on the seasoning or something like that. But every fry we've had at Shack's has been delicious. So it's just great. You can get a chicken sandwich. You can get chicken fingers. You can get them. I mean, oh gosh. The Aristotle burger is to die for. The chicken sandwich, I should say. Yeah, Deborah A. said, every cruise line has its likes and dislikes. No cruise line is perfect. I love cruising on Carnival and acknowledge they can make improvements, but I think they are truly the fun ships. You're right about that. But what we're finding is sometimes, all right, so I don't think I'm going out of line by saying Holland America is maybe a hint snootier than your than maybe the big three, than the Carnival, the NCL, the Royal. Is that a fair statement? Am I using the right verbiage there, Sharon?
I think they just cater to a specific demographic of people.
Okay.
So the way they do things is differently because of that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but Rob from Life with Faber. What's going on, Rob? Faber, hope you guys are doing great. Says, I'm with Jamie. Comments bother me more. So one of the things that got me is with a lot of the comments that we made for Holland, we're just saying some likes and dislikes, right? Just it's the last day of the cruise, things that are right off the cuff, things that just kind of jumped out at us, and we just wanted to put a few things out there before we got off of the ship, and we shared a few of our thoughts. But man, we got some comments, and people, I guess people know, or like they find out that we've been on Carnival the most or something like that, and you get bashed for it a little bit. They come out of the woodwork and they give you a hard time. Like for instance, you get a comment like, let me see. Oh no, not that one. Hold on, that's not the one. Yeah. All right. So here's a comment, right? Thank you. I think it's J Lizard 5013. I'm glad Carnival keeps.
People aren't in here.
I hope they are. I'm glad Carnival keeps improving their ships so you can happily cruise with them. I'm like, okay, well, thanks a lot. Yeah. And so we go ahead and respond to the comments. I mean, it's rare that we remove a comment. It's got to be obscene, vulgar, offensive to others besides us, usually something like that, or just something that makes literally no sense and it's just gibberish. There's been a number of comments, or a handful, that we had removed for our Holland video that were pretty, a little bit cruel. And you say to yourself, well, how can somebody who's a fan of Holland turn around and be so mean to someone else who makes a little critique on it? But then I remember the lady from the main dining room that night that was screaming and yelling because her husband got a filet mignon with a shrimp on it, and he didn't want shrimp. Not because he was allergic, just because he doesn't like the shrimp. And she wanted the maitre d' and everybody else. And I said, you know what? That's the kind of lady that would probably make a comment. All right.
Oh my God.
I don't know what else we got out there. Here's you need Carnival's party boat where you drink and party. Holland is amazing for relaxing, great service, great food. Go to Carnival! ! Well, I mean, I guess they're amazing, but I'm going to tell you what. I've had great service and great food, and I've relaxed on Carnival cruise ships. So I got news for these people that are bashing Carnival and insulting us by saying go back to Carnival. We've had great times on Carnival. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, I mean, I can relax on any cruise ship. You just, some cruise ships are more crowded than others. You just have to maybe look a little harder to find a quiet spot. Yeah. But you can pretty much find.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if it's sail away time, you're not going to find a quiet spot. But no. I've been on cruise ships. I mean, I'd rather be on an upward level watching 600 people, 700 people partying, having the time of their life, than be on a pool deck where there's 25 people.
No, it's
going, like just doing one of these deals. Wow. I mean, come on.
They're not. Some of them aren't even doing that.
I want to wobble. I want to cha-cha slide. I'm ready to throw it down. I'm ready to party.
Okay, well, we'll see next cruise.
Well, I didn't say I will. I just want to say I want to watch other people doing that. I want to watch other people.
I don't think I've ever seen you wobble or.
Yeah, deck party. Give me a break. Go on a cheap Carnival cruise and have a deck party. Not that fun. Really, I dare say that person, Tilly Buck, has never been on a deck party before. But you get those kind of comments. But again, they're insulting us. It's like a backhanded insult for cruising Carnival.
I think they're insulting us.
Oh, I know they're insulting us. And then we're like, you know what? You guys don't even know what you're talking about. Do you know that we raised our son? The kid's been on 38 cruises on Carnival, and has had an amazing time on every one. And we couldn't have been happier with the treatment he's gotten the whole time, and they took great care of him. I mean, it's always been fabulous, fabulous. I don't know what else I have, Sharon. Let's see. Good, it's only your opinion. Suggest stick to your Carnival. With a couple of emojis from Sarah Brown. Thank you, Sarah. So I said, thanks for watching. We'll also stick to NCL, Royal Caribbean, and hopefully other cruise lines in the future. You know, so the only thing you can do is reply nicely to them, and usually that'll piss people off more than anything. How do you not get fired up by this?
I used to
They're
more.
insulting you.
No, I used to a little more, but I think because, you know, over time, and there's so many comments, like there's so many good comments, you know, kind comments out there, but you're going to get a good 10% or more, so something like that, of horrible comments.
I guess so. I mean, a comment's a comment, and whether it's good or bad, it's good for the video.
I've just, you know, I don't let it bother me anymore. You can't let it bother you. If you let it bother you, then you couldn't continue to do this. You know?
Yes,
so
and I've driven Sharon crazy. Like, I'm sitting here
I
at
know,
my desk.
he'll go on and
She's
on
working
about
over
it.
here. She's booking
I'm like,
cruises.
just
She's on
let
the
it go,
phone.
Jamie, let it go.
And I'm like, come here and look at this comment. She's like, don't worry about it. And I go, no. And she's like, what's it say? And I read it to her. And she's like, so? And I'm like, well, I need to respond to that. Here's what I'm going to say. And she's like, just stop. Just grow up. And I'm like, I can't grow up. I'm fired up right now. And then you get fun stuff like this. Thank you. I don't even know what this person's name is. And we did our like and dislike, and you get like, holy, how petty. The video started out great with the likes and then downhill. The toilet complaint, just how long do you sit on a toilet? Well, I don't know. I mean, how long do you have to sit on the toilet? How uncomfortable can you be to do some very important business on the toilet? The French toast was inedible because of too much syrup. Complaints about the bars. Look at this. This is what really pisses me off. The next thing the guy says is, a drink is a drink. First off, if your comment is a drink is a drink, you have lost all credibility with me. You didn't even know what you're talking about. The food was not impressive, not blown away.
I'll agree with the drink is a drink. And I'm not a big drinker, but I'm a very picky drinker. So the drink has to be up to my standards for me to drink.
And it goes on and on. I don't want to bore you guys with that. But we just, you know, I was like, you know what? I just want to show some of this funny stuff. And these comments will just get you fired up. But I love that people are actually insulting. They insult you by telling you to go back to Carnival, go on Carnival. So like we said on the thumbnail, we're not apologizing for being fans of Carnival and having a lot of great memories on a Carnival cruise.
Nancy says rant.
It's a little bit of a rant, I guess you could say.
Jamie's on a rant tonight.
Well, you know, everybody has their rant moments. Nancy has ranted lately, for crying out loud. You know, you got to go back. Ken Brubaker said, we're going back to Carnival for the first time in 23 years because Sharon and Jamie have shown us how great they are. That's right. They are great. They're great when Sharon works with them from a business standpoint, and they're great when we cruise on.
Most part, yeah.
And we have more Carnival cruises, but we're hoping to expand and try all kinds of different cruise lines. Yeah. But I mean, hey, you know, they have been good for us. Larry Thomas, thank you so much for the super chat. Larry says, hello, everybody. Got on here late, and now I'm fired up. I'm glad I won't run into those stuffy people on my next Carnival cruise. Let's keep cruising.
Thank you,
Larry, Elaine, we love you guys. I know Larry and Elaine have been on dry land for a little bit. They're probably, you know, they're losing their sea legs. They got to get back on a cruise ship. I bet. Let's see. Fallen Angel said, what's going on? That's a new name. How you doing? Nice to have you here. I've sailed tall ships. Norwegian Carnival is still my favorite. Love the staff, the beds, the activities, and the steakhouse. Nick Seabright's noticing that says, my skin is glowing tonight. My guy is glowing. Am I glowing? Oh, hang on. Let me see something. I don't know. I think I got some allergies kicking my butt. I think my eyes are looking a little weird or something like that. I don't know if I'm glowing or something. I mean, I'm definitely not pregnant if that's what you're insinuating.
No, the other side. Look over here.
I'm looking a little. I got a little bright light.
Shiny, a little glowing.
I know. I forgot to go to the Sharonatsea Travel makeup today to get powdered up there. I forgot to do that. I missed that deal. Let's see.
You know what I did remember? I think we did forget to mention this on our likes and dislikes of Holland is the bed at Holland America was very comfortable. It was one of the most comfortable beds we've had.
No, Sharon, you can't say something nice right now. We're complaining about people that complain about us.
No, we forgot that in our likes. That was one thing because, you know, some cruise lines, the beds aren't overly comfortable and some, you know, they're more comfortable. Like I will say Carnival, some of the newer ships, the beds are a little more comfortable on some of them, but there are times where the beds aren't that comfortable on Carnival.
Dave and Brandy's excursion. What's going on, guys? Lovely to see you here. They said that's the best way to reply to those comments. Keep it sweet as sugar, but still make your point. I'm usually like Sharon, though. Just let it roll off your back unless it's personal.
Yeah.
It gets personal on occasion.
Yeah.
But there are times where you reply to someone and they're like, oh, man, this person's not just going to...
Yeah.
Like, some people like to make a comment just to get other people to be like, yeah. And when that doesn't happen and then you reply to them, sometimes they just delete the comment. Bad comments are just trolls. Alfred Inglesby, what's going on, AJ? We hope you and Melody and the kids are doing great. Let's see. Oh, my God. This is ridiculous. Who... off the chisels out there, and then this Sharon, what's the name of this person right here?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jacques H. Yeah. Unbelievable. Who outrageous.
I like the accent you put on that.
Jacques H. I believe that person's name is. Please, that's an outrage. Leanne Francisconi, what's going on? Hope you and the fam are doing well. Lindy Lou, nice to see you out there. Christina B saying I'm very picky with my food. Carnival's burgers win by a hair. Betty O, you said it. I knew somebody would say it. Did you see? I don't know if you've seen it yet, but the video that came out I don't even know what to say about it. We're in the middle. If you haven't seen it yet, you got to watch it. But we're in the middle of doing a burger review on Holland America. And we've done it. We did it on
and
Carnival.
Funny because
we've done it on Royal.
When we first sat down there before we even tasted any of them, they actually looked pretty good. I mean, I was kind of excited to eat the burgers, like they looked really good. And then when that happened, I'm like, oh my God, to this day I don't even know if I want a burger again. Any burger.
Are you done with burgers in general? I mean, you might be able to take. I mean, if that effect was so traumatic for you, just watching me get that big hair in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have another burger until probably I go on a Carnival ship, and it's a Guy's Burger because I love Guy's Burger, and hopefully that'll bring me back around to being able to eat burgers.
I hope so. Sue O'Connor's out there said, "Who would like a burger with a hair in it?" Oh yeah, that was unbelievable, and that was not just a hair guy. That wasn't wasn't like an eyelash where you're like, or something like that. That thing was a long.
Okay.
Like
all right.
when it literally had a piece of burger dangling from it. It was like, you ever watch the Walendas where they tie a rope between two buildings and there's one person out there on the walking the tightrope? There was a piece of burger walking the hair tightrope as I pulled that hair out of my mouth. It was unbelievable.
What's that?
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We weren't quite sure if we should make that video, and we said, what the hell? It happened. It's the reality of it, and we did it. So what are you gonna do? Let's see. Emily, Emma Ellie Mom 1, what's going on? I just got back July 29 on a Carnival cruise. We will go on Carnival again. Not on the Sunrise ever again.
Oh.
Well, okay. I'll give you that. What was our worst Carnival cruise? Just to show everybody that we are honest and legit. The worst Carnival cruise we ever had was...
I know there was another one that we had issues, and I can't remember it right now. Probably one of our worst... The Dream was one of them.
Yes.
The Dream.
The Dream was. And our first Vista cruise wasn't great.
Our first Vista cruise.
We were very excited about that, and it was a little bit underwhelming. Yeah. And then we got a little sick on that too. So it hasn't all been perfect. Yeah. And we'll admit that. But people who say that we don't admit that aren't paying attention.
I got like I'm going to say it, like a norovirus or something on that cruise in the Vista.
Don't use that word. Beverly Jukid, what's up? Says Carnival had a bad rap recently with the news, talking about bad behavior. It doesn't happen on every Carnival ship. It's sad that people can make strong opinions based on one instance. Well, I will tell you this. You're right, but I'll also tell you.
I think, it seems like it happens on some of the shorter cruises. They are, Carnival is known for their shorter cruises to be a little more party vibe. All shorter cruises are, but especially Carnival. And certain sometimes it depends on where it's based out of too,
why? Because the Texans are crazy.
But it's just, hey, that happens. It can happen on any cruise line, but Carnival more so.
Yeah, well, I will also tell you this. I mean, if you watch the cruise bloggers, you'll see 3 or 4 cruise vloggers put out a video all on the same topic. And it could be there's one ship out there that's having this happen on it for whatever reason, because maybe an issue is more prevalent. And then all of a sudden you see it on 4 or 5 different cruise channels. And then it's like watching the news and thinking that, and it's like it must be happening everywhere and all that kind of stuff too. So you got to take a little bit of that into, consideration. But hey, I think they're they talk about the dogs. Yeah, they're putting a lot of drug sniffing dogs on the cruise ships because marijuana has become legal in so many places at the state level, even though it's still illegal federally. Right, and the ships are running off of federal law. That's what they're going by. Yeah. So you're not allowed to have it. But there was a point there where we went on a couple cruises, and boom, we were blown away. You're smelling it all over the place in the hallways. And the reality is, they're just telling people, hey, no smoking in your room, because people are doing this in their cabin, and that's a fire hazard, plain and simple.
And I did smell it on our Holland America cruise. Not a lot, but one time walking down the hall, I did smell it.
What?
Yeah.
You did? I remember smelling it. I smelled it when we got off the port in Ketchikan, when we were waiting for our tour to start too.
Yeah, there too. And then, I've smelled it on pretty much all the cruise lines and in certain ports too. So it's it's everywhere. But it's just Carnival's, I guess, being a little more active with it, proactive, trying to get rid of it, or proactive. Trying to.
Well, there's a lot of younger people that go on Carnival, right? It's a different age, a different demographic, and that age and demographic is a little more in tune with partying and having fun and stuff like that. On other cruise lines, maybe you go on some NCL, Royal's got a great mixture of age groups as well. Holland America, there's some older folks. There's not a lot of 65-year-olds that are firing up doobies. Besides Sharon. So no, just kidding.
But it's funny because the drug sniffing dogs, we've over the summer with all the travels, we ran into that not just on the cruise line, but a lot of places that we hadn't in the past ran into it. I think almost
the airports are doing it very heavily.
We between all of our travels, we've been to a lot of different airports over the summer, and all but a couple, they had the dogs at the airport. As you walk through security, that was, and I kind of didn't mind it because it really sped things up. I thought everyone just walked through and then everything just ran really quickly. So I thought that was, I didn't mind that.
Yes. Oh yeah. Burger. Mike V, what's going on? Says burgers and pizza. I cruise for frog legs, escargot, beef Wellington, creme brulee, chocolate melting cake, etc. That's right, and you get all that on Carnival. Yeah. For gosh sake. So Tweety said, "Oh no, I have to go watch that video. Just don't watch it before dinner or immediately following dinner." Burgergate. You're right about that. It was Burgergate. Let's see. Richard Zollner said, "Oh, that is disgusting." Thank you, Richard. It certainly was. It was unexpected for us. Likely next burger is at the local on NCL, maybe with Roger Johnstone and Wendy Johnstone at Daniel Fields. That will be good. That will be good. Leanne said, what about In-N-Out? Oh, we'll always eat those In-N-Out burgers. Yeah, always eat those burgers.
Although I might not have one for a while.
Christina B said, that would make me sick. I would turn into a Karen. Well, a lot of people said, I don't know if we mentioned it in the video, but after I got the hair in the burger, we just finished our video, right? And because of the fact that, in almost all instances, you get a hair, it's a random thing, right? Yeah. And I could have gone and made a big stink about it, but that's just not kind of how we are. So a few people said, oh, you need to tell someone so it doesn't happen to someone else. And I'm like, well, I'm sure they probably put 1,000 burgers out today without any issues, and they'll put 1,000 more. And it's probably just a random hair. It just happened to randomly be in the middle of our video.
Also, how many carbs in the strand of hair?
Dogfather barbecue. I'm not sure how many carbs are in that hair, but I'm hoping it was 0 or 0.5 on there. Sandy McKendrick said, that was the grossest review I've ever watched, but I'm glad you did not cut it out. Honesty is the best policy. I felt so sorry, Jamie, about the burger and that hair. Thank you, Portia. I appreciate you saying that. Although what was funny is, and so I didn't even think of it at the time, but after I pulled that hair out, I kind of finished whatever I had left of the burger. And some dude made a comment and said, and then, he's just talking about me, and he's like, and then the dude finished the burger. Unbelievable. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I did.
I would have spit it out.
Yeah. Well, but after that happened, I didn't realize if I had gone like totally off camera or back into camera or whatnot. And then when I got home and looked at the video, I was like, oh my God, Sharon, I got the entire thing on video. I don't know. I don't know. Like, keep an eye out for a new short coming out on that as well if you don't want to watch the whole video. Amethyst Hayes Adventure says, I wasn't a fan of the Dream. Lots of rude kids and adults, but that's what I get for going spring break. Hey, you know what? That's a great point too. A lot of people, if you've ever been in Facebook groups, you'll know that there is a large amount of people cruising that hate having kids around when they cruise. All right. And some cruise lines serve a purpose. We saw a handful of kids on Holland America, but they were definitely not running roughshod and going crazy, I don't think. I mean, maybe at the pool they were a little loud, at that covered pool, but that was really the only area where they got wound up.
That was the only ones in the pool were the kids.
But other cruise lines will have the kids, but then you just have to pay attention to what time of the year it is. Spring break, fall break, that kind of stuff, summertime.
I mean,
you got to expect that. Family vacations. Oh my God, the ship show coming in hot. You do know hair is extremely high in protein, right? Oh, and thanks for filling in for Larry last week. Of course, it was an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure. What's going on? Our boy Johnny from the ship show. Love it to see you. Thank you for the super chat, you crazy nutcase. Let's see. Julian was said, probably Freedom trip was my worst Carnival trip, and Joy on NCL. There you go. The Uber cruiser here, our experience is limited to Carnival Splendor. Hence, we're keeping an open mind. However, the decor is similar to a Las Vegas lap dance club. Not that I've been to a lap dance club. No. We don't believe that you've been. You probably saw it on an episode of
the
Law and
Splendor
Order.
Has a lot of pink and things on it.
Pink donuts, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yes. So Tweety said, I've never been against Carnival, but lately it does sound like you're signing up to be treated like a criminal with room searches, drug dogs. I hope it's not really like that. No, it's not like that at all. I would say that if there's an instance of something being reported, they may walk up and down the hall, and if you have something in your room that you shouldn't, then you're going to get a knock on the door, and that's really what it is. You see videos that there is no door-to-door checks or being treated like a criminal. I mean, that's just things that videos are saying to get views. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Am I out of line? Am I saying it wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to get a view. Okay, or something like that. So I think that's kind of how it works out.
The cruise is soon. Wanda says Texans are crazy. And so does.
Oh yeah, because I said why? Because the Texans are crazy.
Well,
finally the Texans are coming in.
That's one of the reasons. Not crazy, but one thing I like about cruising from Galveston is, and it's not necessarily the port itself, because it's, I don't think it's one of the prettiest ports to go out of. I mean, Port Canaveral, Miami are much prettier, the water leaving from there.
Yeah.
But I like going out of Galveston because I feel like it's one of the friendliest ports. The people that cruise out of Texas are always so friendly, always so happy. We've always had great cruises from Galveston. And one reason is just because the people are so nice and friendly.
The Texans are crazy. They're out of control and they love to party.
Well,
that's what I said. Nothing wrong with that.
Call it crazy, I guess, if they're
Nothing
just friendly.
Wrong with that. Wendy Johnson said, doesn't Carnival have more ships out there, so there'd be more incidents? I mean, I don't know that they have more ships than, let's say, Royal. But the two of them are leading the pack with how many cruise ships they got. That's for sure.
They do have more than the other. Yeah.
Dogfather Barbecue said, what was the issue on the Dream? I don't know. The Dream just wasn't a great experience. The service was way off all the way around on that.
It was a
long time ago.
And the staff they weren't as friendly, and there were just a couple issues like that.
Yes.
But it's been quite a while, so it's just that's the one that stands out as one of our least favorite.
Yeah, like guess sir, we were desperately looking for a ship model of the Dream, and they didn't have any. And it was the first time I think we had ever not seen a ship model for sale on the ship. They were out of it. So we went to guest service and inquired about it.
No, in the shops.
No, in the shops they didn't have it, but we went to guest service to inquire about, hey, is there any way, how do we get a ship model? Can we order one? Can we get on a list for one? Can we purchase one and have it sent to us later when you get them?
I would have been happy if
the person who gets services says, you might want to check eBay.
Yeah, but
I'm like, what? That's your answer?
I would have been happier if they just said, yeah, we're sorry, we're just out of them. Hopefully we'll get some in soon or whatever. But I don't know. I just didn't like that they said, oh, go look on eBay.
Listen, so Tweety said, someone dropped a huge cigar-sized joint on my balcony on the Liberty.
Oh
LOL. and then she spent the next 5 hours at the buffet. It was unbelievable. I'm sure that's not true. Tessa Mont said both of my NTL cruises were my worst, and they weren't awful, just less fun, worse food and service than Carnival. Sometimes it's circumstantial, new crew, whatever the case is. Yeah. You're right, Tess. I can be the case as well. The worst cruises with that type of smell are out of New York City. That's where they've been cracking down a lot. No, see, there you go. That could be the spot. I've smelled it on every cruise I've been on. Wanda says people just need to leave the devil's lettuce at home. So, but anyway, but that's our rant about we won't apologize for cruising Carnival. Some of the best memories we have as a family were from our Carnival cruises. And people that are blasting Carnival, I don't think they've been on it, and they just make their assumption based on what they think is going on those cruise ships. So that's right. You can go to the Serenity area. You can find a quiet spot away from the crowd.
Some people make comments. They've never been on a cruise in their life. So, yes. But they just make assumptions by things they see on either YouTube or just in the news or wherever. Yes. Yep.
Steph is out there. Steph, what's going on? There was no ship model either on the MS Rotterdam last April. See, that's a bummer. We got a ship model from our Koningsdam cruise the other week, so that was great.
We're still, there's a couple. I know some Carnival ships seem to be out of them, and I don't know if they're going to be getting more in. I did have someone tell me that what ship was on the last Carnival ships we were on? They actually told me that they thought they were going to stop selling them, and I was like, what? Don't tell me that.
Well, I think one of the problems is that they keep repainting.
They really knew.
They keep repainting the hulls of these ships, and so then they have to stop selling one color and make a new ship model with the blue instead of the white hull.
I know. We have been on the Radiance a couple times, and we still do not have a Radiance ship. We can't find one of those. And what was the other one? There's another one we don't have.
I don't know, but let's post it out there so if someone has an extra one, they can immediately send it.
I think it's just the right. Oh, actually, it's the Prima, the Norwegian Prima.
Sharon will trade, true or false, Sharon, you will trade your own homemade strawberry jelly for a Norwegian Prima ship model. True or false?
I will not only trade, I will pay for it and trade some.
Wow, okay.
For a Radiance or a Prima ship model.
Fabulous. All right, well, that is cool. That is fabulous. Let's see. Amethyst Hayes Adventures cruising out of New York on the Venetian 32 days. That sounds like a great time. Steph, by the way, I just want to say, I'm not sure if I'm saying your last name right. La Douceur. It's something like that. But thank you for always watching the YouTube vlogs and commenting on them. I see your comments all the time, and I really appreciate it. The celebration had tons of ships on it. Deborah Bolton.
It's kind of hit or miss these days.
I just lost the comment. Deborah Bolton said, we just want to enjoy watching the people have fun, enjoy being on a ship after the past few years that my husband was in the hospital a few months, and we just want to enjoy. Couple great comment.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. You just have to enjoy. That's all you got to do. Right. Hold on. I want to make sure that I'm covering all my bases here, Sharon. I know I had a couple of notes.
Juka says, I like to collect coffee mugs from each ship. There you go.
Debbie Range, excellent point. My brother had heard bad things about Carnival, but went with us on the Panorama, and now he has 2 more Carnival cruises booked.
Oh, see, Daniel Fields has a Radiance ship. He's been on the You've been on the Radiance a lot, though. I don't know. When we were on it, they just didn't have them. But we're gonna be on it again before long. So hopefully we can get one.
Lindy Lou said, my one and only Carnival cruise was a bad experience. A lot of drunk, sick people, but it was spring break. Too many young kids, not the impression I wanted my kids to have on their first cruise. Listen, I'm not going to lie and tell you that there are going to be times when you're going to stumble across some hammered people. And I've seen it before. I mean, I've never been drunk on a cruise myself, right, Sharon?
Never. I think it also depends on where the cruise ship is going. For a spring break crowd, if you're going down to like the Western Caribbean, going down to Cozumel or anywhere like that, you're going to get a more of a wild crowd, I think, going because that's the spring break crowd.
That is. All the ships I've been on were painted gray, said Richard Zollner. Well, Richard, that's a different kind of ship. They probably didn't have bars on there. Well, they probably did have a bar. Maybe not an alchemy bar, though. The Spirit didn't have any model ships on the Alaska group cruise, said Pam.
Oh, my God, that is the other one.
That's true. That is true.
I knew there was another one we didn't.
Thank you, Pam.
Thanks for reminding me.
Thank you. Yeah, we hope you're doing good, by the way.
On the lookout for a Spirit.
Chris and Jones Travels have Prima ornament and magnet. That's very cool. I think we grabbed some of that too. We're hoping to get our hands on a Viva ship model, possibly. Maybe if we can get a Viva and a Prima, you can just kind of paint over the Viva and write Prima since they look exactly the same from the outside.
Well, we
do you
will
think
be
about
on the
that?
Prima next summer again, so hopefully they'll have them by then. But yeah, I hope the Viva has someone. It makes
That's right.
the way over here.
Bonavie Vacation, enjoying the increase in content. Thanks, Jamie and Sharon. Thank you, Bonavie.
Thank you, Bonavie.
That's very nice of you. We're glad that you said that. Mary Barkley says, Carnival, Carnival, Carnival. Oh, Mary, we love you.
Mary
We can't
likes
wait
Carnival.
to see y'all on a Carnival cruise again very soon. We're going to be, I think our next Carnival cruise that I know of anyway, unless Sharon's got something up her sleeve, is the New Year's cruise. Is that right?
Right now it is.
Okay.
We may hop on another one before then, but right now it's the New Year's cruise.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Let's see. B State in 67. What is going on, buddy? I goofed on the Vista for the Celebration Group Cruise. I had a 50th anniversary crystal ship of the Breeze in my hand. Last one, I said, well, we probably won't go on that, and I put it back. Oh, see that? You could have had it. You could have had it. Hold on, let me catch up a little bit on the chat here.
I know. Well, now some of the I haven't noticed on the other cruise lines we've been on, but Carnival, some of their newer ships, they're not only have the regular ships, but they're doing like the crystal ones, and then I've seen the ones too that are all have the little, I forget what you call them, but they have the little jewels and everything all on them, and
They're bedazzled.
that of course they cost a lot more, but I don't know. We always just stick to the regular ones, so they're all the same.
Cindy Bridger says, I've seen hammered adults on other cruise ships too, not just Carnival. That's right. That is correct. They're everywhere. KJ Graham just said, just went on our first cruise in July on the Sunrise, and it was an amazing time. So there's the dynamic. Earlier in the chat, someone said they like Carnival, but they'll never go on the Sunrise again. Mm-hmm. And now KJ Graham just said, we were on the Sunrise, and it was great. Yeah. So it can be different anytime, any place.
I didn't really know. We hadn't been on the Sunrise, and we took the girls' cruise on the Sunrise, and I loved it. I thought it was great. I don't know if Nancy's out there, but everyone was pleasant. It was great. And out of every Carnival ship I've been on, which is just about all of them, I can say that particular cruise, I don't know why, but it had the best creme brulee I have ever had on any ship, in all the Carnival ships.
Maybe the chef had a thing for you.
I don't know, but
maybe
I was very surprised by that because I did not expect the best creme brulee.
Maybe he had the hots for you. I just realized that we're going to see Big G and Snuggles again in a couple months.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see those guys again. That's going to be fabulous. Let's see. Jose Lara, great comment. Jamie is a saint on a cruise. Jimmy, on the other hand, is my kind of guy. I know Jimmy's been pretty well behaved lately. He was getting a little bad reputation, but we'll see what happens.
Venezia. No, we have not. We haven't gone on it, and we don't have plans to go on that ship
Yes.
So we do not have a ship.
What about the Firenze?
We will be on that one. We will
Okay.
be on that one
That's
in
good.
May.
That's good. Sharon, is this the right time that you want to promote anything? Like, do you want to let people know there's still cabins available for the Bucket List Group Cruise next July 23rd to July 4th, 2024. 11 days on the Norwegian Prima, speaking of the Prima. And that's going to be hot fire, leaving from Southampton, England, ending up in Reykjavik. Let's just say Iceland. And one stop in particular, we're going to be in Brussels. Amsterdam in the Netherlands has really caught my eye. I'm super stoked about that. So we'll see how that goes. And just a reminder, yes, there's still room. You've got cruises for the Carnival Panorama coming up this year. And then next year's New Year's Eve, Norwegian Joy. It's going to be hot fire. And what else do we have in the works? We have, so the bad news and something that I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned it last Wednesday or last Monday, because I talked about a lot of stuff with my boy John on the ship show when I was co-hosting last Wednesday. But Vegas meetup is, I don't have the opportunity to go this year. I just can't put it together. We've done it 3 years in a row, and I just couldn't do it the fourth. Not that we won't do something else at some point or try to revisit it again next year, whatever the case is. So that is a bummer. And for those that love the Vegas meetup, I'm sorry, it's my fault, and I take the responsibility and the weight on my shoulders for you guys not losing all your money at the casino or winning some money, depending on who you are. But I also want to say that I got a phone. I can't give too many details right now, but I did get a call from a buddy, another person in the cruising community who lives out in our neck of the woods out here in Peoria. And I guess I could just say, I don't think it's a big secret, but Hani from the Beach Life, we've been talking, and we may have a little Arizona thing going on here later in September. So for our local folks, our Arizona people, our people in surrounding areas that might want to drive in, keep your eyes peeled. Maybe sometime by the end of this week, we're going to be announcing another just fun Arizona meetup to see your friends, see your fellow cruisers, people you've created relationships with. Come hang out, say hi to Sharon, get her autograph for a nominal fee, and that might be a good time. So we're going to have that cooking here, possibly a couple weeks into September. So keep your eyes open for that. Crazy Cat Traveler can't wait for New Year's Eve. Mike V misses ship on a stick. He's collecting them. If you have extra ones, send them to Mike B.
Oh, okay. We do have a lot of those too. We don't really collect them anymore, but Matthew has quite a few of them. I don't even remember which ones he.
What's that? The ship on a stick?
Yeah, he has duplicates of some.
Well, I mean, listen, we'll sell them at a fair price with interest. Chica said, my 2 cents, people choose and prefer a cruise based on their personality. You're not wrong about that. You are not wrong. Cruising definitely has a lot to do with the personality. Jamie Woolhead would love an AZ meeting. Wendy Johnson said, I want your autograph. Let's see. What else? Retro Sarge in the house. What's going on, Retro Sarge? Lovely to see you. Let's see. I do see Beth. I think Beth and Doug Ullinger out there. I wonder if we do an Arizona meetup, could we get Nancy and Leanne out here for it? You think they'd fly out for a weekend?
I think that
just
to
meet people. You think so? I mean, Wisconsin's not that far. I mean, maybe New Hampshire might be a little far. Let's say the ship show said, I'm waiting for the same speech from Jamie when it comes time to book the Coop cruise. I know John's been giving us a very, very hard time because we are struggling to be able to commit to the March 1st date on the Coop cruise that he and Larry from the ship show are co-hosting. We've had amazing collaborations with John, a couple of them already, and I'm sure more in the future. And this particular one, we just couldn't sign the dotted line immediately because of the stuff we have going on with the kids, high school, college for Matthew, and we're looking ahead a little bit. And and
it's
so
just hard to know what's going to be going on in 2025. We don't have a lot of our own things planned yet.
And he has been giving me unrelenting grief about it, and I'll tell you what. But I know it's only because he loves me and he wants me to be there. So there you have it. Ship Show said, boo. Mary Barkley said, it's not your fault things happen. Thank you, Marley. I go, Mary Barkley, and then I go, thank you, Marley. I just combine. Mary, that's your new name. I'm putting Mary and Barkley together, and you're now Marley. So that way, if I have a couple of drinks, it'll sound the same. You won't be able to notice. Cruising for Food said, I may need to go to Arizona. Wanda will keep you posted. And they do have, if we go to the same area we usually go to, there is a casino right across the street. So for the gamblers, you got that too. So it's like a mini Vegas get together. How's that sound? Debbie Rain said, yay, love another Arizona meetup. Let's see. Arnold Plotz at ABC Group Cruise March 2025. I know, Arnold, we're going to work on that. We will work on that. Daniel Field said, near AZ, but my wife has a small trip in September. Hopefully no overlap. All right, well, we'll see what happens. We hope you and Nancy can make the run. I know you guys are regulars. You will go anywhere, anytime. And I know you can get a good deal to stay at a casino. So we know that's never an obstacle for you. Let's see. What else do we have in the chat, Sharon? I know we're getting, what time is it? 6:52? Okay, we're still doing good. Deborah Bolton's going on the Escape for the Halloween cruise after they come home from the Venezia.
Oh, I know that's one ship I would love to get on as the Escape. I always hear that it's one of the great Norwegian ships. So, I don't know. We'll see if we ever make it on there.
We'll see. We shall see.
It's on my list for the next 2 years. Try.
Heidi Lefton said there's 340 watching and 166 likes. Is that the case? Let's see. Can we get some more likes? We don't usually ask for too many, but I mean, since we're here, since we're all in the group, do me a favor, hit the like button, if you would, on the video, and that way people will think that you like us, and that's always a good thing. What else do we have out there?
Jimmy Jagger says Carnival Spirit 2024.
That'll be a good time.
Yeah, we love the Spirit.
Larry Thomas doing a 12-day Halloween cruise on the Venezia. That'll be great.
Yeah,
Larry, what are you guys going to dress up as? I need to know about your costume. What do you got going? Kelly Rinaldo is here listening in the car, home now. Love the cruising out of Texas. Yes, the Texans are awesome.
Yeah.
We know. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do is once you meet Kelly and Chris, you will know that the Texans are fantastic. We love those guys to death. Let's see. Nancy feels out there. Jamie, last time in Arizona, we stayed at a what? A Crassy hotel? Oh, hold on. You had to foot the bill for the hotel? That's an outrage. Let's see. John says, all I'm saying is we've had every group cruise booked a year and a half out. John, that is because because the other group cruises we did together, we planned the dates and we knew ahead of time that date was going to work for us. Well, when you came up to March 1st, and so now we have to just make sure that it still works.
Things be easy for us to plan because we could just go pretty much whenever. We never had an issue pulling Matthew out of school because it never really affected his grades. And, it's a little harder for Callie to be pulled out of school than it was for Matthew.
Well, it's harder in high school, definitely.
Yeah, it's harder in high school. And it's just, I don't know, it's harder now for us than before. And it seems like it would be easier because they're older, but it's actually harder.
It is harder. Lori Craze in the house. What's going on? I hope the Craze are doing good. They'll be on Norwegian Escape in November. So that'll be very, very cool. Is there anybody out there that's looking to go on the NCL Viva when it comes out? What's the next big ship coming out? I mean, Icon's not coming out till the end of the year, right? Like Christmas or something?
That's you're thinking of the Jubilee.
Oh, the Jubilee. Okay, so the Jubilee's coming out for Carnival, end of the year.
Icon's coming out in January.
Icon January. The Jubilee's coming out right before the end of the year. They're having like a Christmas sailing.
Yeah.
You've got the Viva, I guess, is out now overseas.
Yeah.
People are starting to get on that. But I don't know. I mean, I think from all accounts, it's very Prima-like. I don't know if there's any drastic changes or anything like that.
I don't think there's really. I think it's pretty much exactly like the Prima, except for the decor. I did hear that some of the future ones, maybe of that class, will be a little different, but I think the first 2 or 3 are going to be pretty identical.
Well, as long as Kent, if we go on the Viva, as long as Kent is there, then I'm going to be okay.
Kent will be there. Kent will be there.
Kent will be there. Kent. Larry Thomas, okay, he confirmed.
Making this as Brian in the chat.
I don't know if the Kerns are in the chat, but they're going to be very upset at hearing that comment if they are. Larry Thomas says, Elaine's a witch and I am her broom. Wow, okay.
Oh, gosh. You have to take pictures of that.
Holy cow, that sounds a little, I don't know what, there's some double entendre going on there,
I'm
Larry.
not a Halloween person. I've never really liked Halloween that much, but we've done a couple Halloween cruises before.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the other day, I was looking at costumes online. Like, they were just coming up through pictures that I was looking at. And for some reason, I don't know, I kind of thought it would be fun to do another Halloween cruise.
Well, that would be outstanding. Holy cow, Matt Bird in the chat. Look at that. Hello, SAST. He broke away from stock flipping and IPA drinking long enough to come in here and say hi to us. Matt, what's going on, bro? We miss you. We miss Gina, and we look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon. Let's see. Retro Star says Viva Las Vegas. I don't know what he's talking about there. Or is that Viva? Oh, Viva or Biva. Easy, Nancy, with the double on. Come on. Calm down. You got to behave yourself. Crazy Cat Traveler said Sun Princess comes out 2024. The Star 2025. Yeah. First time Princess has solo cabins.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, I've been really looking at the Sun Princess.
For who? For us?
Yeah.
Really?
I just haven't found a date.
Okay, well, that's my nickname for you sometimes. I refer to you as the Sun Princess. Let's see. What else do we have? Hopefully, I'll be on the Viva in February. Said Chika. Am I saying it right? Come on, you got to correct me. Texans who cruise are the bomb. I know, the Texas people are wild and crazy. We love you guys. We love you. Let's see. Doing our second Halloween cruise this year, said Debbie Range. It's always fun. I don't know. I mean, we dressed up. We've done it twice. One time it was just us, and one time it was a group cruise, right? So that was kind of fun.
Twice was a group cruise.
Was it?
I think so, yeah.
So we've done a Halloween cruise 3 times? The one time we were the bumblebees things, right? The Buzz and the Buzzkill.
Yeah, we've done 3.
And the one time we were Robin Hood. Or not Robin Hood. What am I saying?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Little Red Riding Hood. Robin Hood.
Big Bad Wolf.
I could never fit in those tights. And the Big Bad Wolf. And what other one?
What was the other one?
Was there another? Oh yes, and we had our group cruise Halloween where I was the zombie cruise ship captain.
Oh,
I remember that one. Okay.
And I
Now it's
had
all coming back.
we were like a sailor.
I was in a zombie mask.
But another time we were in sailor. You had a sailor, a captain, and
That was the captain in a zombie mask.
okay, yeah.
Anyway.
And I had some kind of sailor costume thing.
Yes. Hashtag frisky rascal, says John. This is my first year dressing up on Halloween cruise and partying on the sea. You will love it. It'll be great. The only tricky thing is you have to get a costume that's rather flat because it's very hard to pack it and carry it onto the ship. That's all I'm going to say. Julie Amos is doing a Halloween cruise next year. Let's see. Daniel Field said, Jamie, did Sharon say she was looking for a date? Step it up, Jimmy. I will. I'll try.
A date for what?
Let's see. Oh, Jamie Wilhite was saying there was some weather coming up from Tucson about an hour ago.
Oh,
maybe we'll finally get that weather.
I hope we get some rain.
We need some.
I want some rain.
We need some. Heidi Luskin's keeping track of the likes. Thank you, Heidi. That's very nice of you. Heidi, you're officially in charge of likes for the channel now. We don't normally dress up, but we did last year, and it was lots of fun, said Debbie Rain. Come on, Debbie. You're telling me your husband's not the kind of guy that likes to get dressed up? Okay. Okay, you had a mask, Jamie. Oh, yes, now I understand.
She remembers. Nancy
Little Red
remembers
Riding
more than we
Hood.
do.
Thank you, Nancy, for being there. She's way more in tune with our channel than we ever are. Thank you, Nancy. That's why we love you. That's why we love you. We gotta get out cruising again. We gotta get Team SASC back on a cruise ship altogether. Nancy and Leanne, the husbands, the families, the whole 9 yards. Let's see. James, is that a banana on your shirt logo? Big G and Snuggles. No, this is the lightning bolt from my favorite football team, the Chargers. They lost yesterday. But I did post on the Facebook group, and if you haven't joined it yet, join us on Facebook at Sharon@Sea Cruise Crew. That's right, Sharon@Sea Cruise Crew. And you can come in there and talk smack every weekend when your team faces off against my favorite Los Angeles Chargers. So there's gives you something to look forward to, as a matter of fact. And one very cool thing is I just found out we've been putting together some of the itinerary and plans for our New Year's Eve cruise.
Oh, yeah.
And New Year's Eve is a football Sunday. So how great is that? We can watch football and drink all
Sorry for
day.
anyone that doesn't like football that much because we had to throw that event.
We have a football event already lined up. We're going to watch football all day, all afternoon.
Not all of us.
And then we're going to shower, have dinner, and then begin partying for New Year's Eve. It's going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable. The zombie captain costume is part of your intro, said Karen Griswold. Karen, you're right, but I don't know if it's in the new intro. I think it could be part of the old intro. Karen, you have to watch the new intro. That's all that means. I made a new intro, and for the first time in 2.5 years, and not a soul has even commented on it, for crying out loud. I mean, that took me all of 14 minutes.
Maybe we're going to have to book a Halloween cruise.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wendy Johnstone's doing a Halloween cruise this year. Maybe we should find out where everyone's doing these cruises and just show up at one of those. Maybe a little surprise attack there. Who's doing them? What about those kids over in La Lita Loca? Are they doing a Halloween cruise this year? We're to show up and we should drop right in on that cruise. Go in there and party bomb that thing. Let's see. Elaine said, not sure if it means anything, but every year I'm a witch for Halloween. Elaine, I'm making no comments. I thought for sure you would dress up as a Lido deck chair. Because you're the queen of the Lido deck chairs. Wolf and Red Riding Hood 2019, said Beth Ollinger. Thank you, Beth. See, people know us better. Now people start posting the link to our video, like, here you go, dummies. This is what you wore. John got original and dressed up like a chicken. There you go. John and Diamond can't wait for New Year's Eve. That's going to be fantastic. Rob and Jan can cruise 49.9 thousand subs. Come on, whoever isn't subscribed, please do it now. Listen, we don't talk about it much, although we know that it's a milestone. But yeah, we are... I don't know how close. We're like,
Yeah, I think we are pretty close.
we're
to-
getting pretty
to
close.
50.
We are right around the corner from hitting. Hold on, I can tell you right now. I mean, what are we gonna do? We're here with our friends, with our peeps out there. At the moment, it's 49,926.
74 more people.
Yeah, so 74 more people. That's it. So if you're one of the if you're one of the 295 that are out there right now, and thank you so much for being here, and you're not subscribed,
maybe
hit
by
the
the
subscribe button.
weekend we'll hit 50,000.
No worries at all. Brian from How We Cruise is out there. What's going on, Brian? Brian, hey, I don't know if you know, but we got a special guest here tonight. Kent, come on out and say hi to Brian. Sorry, bro. You know I love you. You know I love you. Foosball or football? Who is the champion, Jimmy or Lalito Loca? Well, I'm going to tell you right now that if you watch the video of Tony and I with our first battle, playing air hockey, as a matter of fact, Big G and Snuggles, I think it's obvious that I was the winner, and Tony was just trying to save face. But we'll see. Hopefully, we can square off again. Ironically, we were both on the Carnival Spirit for the entire week, and I think the two of us totally forgot to have a rematch on the ship. The whole week was so gosh dang busy. I have a helping hand for cruising group cruise. That'll be Halloween group cruise on the week before Halloween. Amethyst Haze Adventures. That sounds cool.
Nice.
Heidi Leskin said, I commented on the new intro. Thank you very much for paying attention. Thank you. Wendy Johnstone's kids say hello. Wendy, are those kids white and fluffy? And do they have 2 legs or 4 legs? You just gotta. That's what her kids are. Her kids are the dogs. That's what she's talking about.
I know, but that just didn't sound right.
I don't know if Wendy was here. Wendy, were you here earlier when we announced the news that our little Boswell has crossed over, what do they call that? The Rainbow Bridge, and has gone on to doggy heaven. So if you weren't here earlier and you missed the announcement, it came up in the beginning. Someone was nice enough to say hi to everyone, including Boswell. And I was like, oh my gosh, we haven't even talked about it. That Boswell has moved on to a doggy dish in the sky. So, Charles Hahn, Jamie watching football on the pool deck big screen. It's fantastic on Princess. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it. On the Panorama, they have a pretty small sports bar, so we're gonna have to start there, and then we'll see where the games might be.
Show it on the pool deck.
We'll see. We'll see if we get lucky.
They usually don't.
The good thing is that it's the cruise sails out of LA, and the Chargers are LA, so they'll usually have a LA-based TV station or something. So maybe, just maybe, we can get it done. Christina V, I know, right? Almost 50,000. It's been a slow process. You know, when you're like us and you're somewhat inconsistent with your content and stuff like that, over time, you know, it's taken a minute, but we're almost there now, and Sharon's got a lot more content to put out, and now that I'm working full time for us and not for the man anymore, I think we have more content coming out, more content around the corner. So keep your eyes peeled. Maybe another fun video of me pulling a big hair out of my mouth while eating a burger.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not anymore.
All right. I may have a
the next video is coming out tomorrow.
a ship tour. Oh, there's a video coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
A port that we were blown away by on our Europe cruise. So that's going to be very exciting.
And we're hoping to put out. Our goal is to put out 3 videos a week. We're shooting for Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, but don't hold us to it because
Matthew, what'd you break in there?
we, you know.
What happened? You knocked over
trying to get a schedule going.
You tripped on the internet cable? Oh, okay. I heard something go crash in Matthew's room. I thought it might have been the modem falling off the table. Let's see. On the breakaway, I thought about bringing my naughty nurse costume, but didn't want to offend the naughty nurse. Oh my God, crazy cat travelers. First off, you should have done that, and make sure you do it next time. This, I think this is the last LL Halloween cruise for now anyway. October 29th, said Ann Hanley. Well, see, maybe we should blow it up. Wanda, I don't think unsubbing and resubbing is actually worth to increase your subs. I think there's a plus and minus thing going on there, but we appreciate the thought and the effort. That is very, very nice. That is very, very nice. Ken Brubaker is saying, that's easy. I have 38 more personalities just waiting to get out. Oh, we know you do. And at least 38 more YouTube names as well out there, Kevin.
Oh my gosh.
Your poor, lovely wife. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. Nancy Fields is proud of us, Jamie and Sharon, for the subscribers. Thank you, Nancy. We appreciate that. We're proud of you for being a subscriber. So thank you for being so great and following us for so long. Sharon, what else do we need to cover tonight? I know it's only been about an hour. I know you got stuff to do. Oh, hold on. Timothy Gravel said, when you cruise out of Dover, England on Carnival, what time did you have to be at the ship?
Well, in the morning we were there.
Our time was like 10 to 10:30.
Yeah,
we were there early.
Our time to get there was 10 to 10:30. We got there about 9:30 to 9:45 or so, maybe 9:30. We got there a little earlier because we actually got there pretty quick, and we thought it would take a little longer to get there. So we waited outside for maybe 10 minutes, and then they started letting us drop our luggage and go inside. So we were inside by 10 o'clock.
Yes, we were. It was a super quick process.
Yeah, it was. It was very quick. So if you get there
and
early,
not too far after that, I mean, we were on the ship.
now if you get there later, a little bit later, then it did get pretty congested out there where you were dropping your luggage off and getting inside. We kind of saw a lot of people out there. But if you get there early, you should get in pretty quickly.
Big G and Snuggle said, cruise question. New Year's cruise, does the ship cross over 2 timelines so there can be 2 New Year's parties front and back? I don't think so. I think it's all one. It's all one West Coast timeline. Big G and Snuggles. I don't think we cross over. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
But listen, we can party. We can party twice if you want. We can party and then we can redo the whole thing too. As a matter of fact, we got to make sure. I don't know. Big G and Snuggles. Hey, shoot me a Facebook message so we can get you in that Facebook group. I don't know if you guys are in there. I don't recall seeing you in there. So shoot me a message on Facebook. And we can get that cooking for you guys if you don't mind. Let's see. Will they show the college bowl games? Crazy Cat Traveler? I think they probably will if it's a big game and something popular.
Would that be Sunday? That'd be Saturday.
They would have something on New Year's Day. I'm sure they might have some big stuff going on. It won't be the final. I think it'll be like the I don't know what they call it. The final 4 game. You know, the 2 games with the final 4 teams before they have the championship. If you do content for fun, that's what matters. For folks like y'all over than pushing it in your face. Thank you, Heidi. We appreciate that. But Heidi, the only thing is the people that push it in people's face are getting so many more subscribers. It's a fine line, right? It's a fine line. Like, you want to grow, you want to keep your integrity, you don't want to do clickbaity things, but you need to do something to get people's attention. We know you guys are awesome, and you'll probably see one of our videos and click on it within a few days. And we get that, and we love that about you. But there's a lot of people out there that just see a video, a thumbnail or something. So you're like, well, how do I get these people to click on a thumbnail? And the reality is, a thumbnail that says, this was the most fun we've ever had, isn't going to get clicked on as fast as this was a nightmare. And that's just the harsh reality of YouTube and of life. Are you grabbing the remote there? What do you got going on?
Oh, nothing. I was just trying to read the thing. I was moving it up.
Okay. Was there a comment you're looking for?
No.
Did I miss that?
I was just trying to move it so I could see the next comment coming.
Okay. Was I too far ahead? Let me know.
No. I was just.
I know sometimes
we were just at the end of the comments.
I just start bumping around with this mouse all the time. Sharon, I think we covered all the bases, right? Did we cover everything on here? Hold on. Let me just make a note here. Let me just check. Check. We did that. It's all done. We nailed it. We rocked it. We got it all. And that's it. So, guys, it's been a fantastic night. Yeah, Nancy, but did you hear they kicked us off the cruise ship? Hey, if it's true, it's true. If it's true, it's true.
But I noticed, it's funny, but that got a lot of views, right? I mean, it's crazy. It's just.
Hey, so all right, Debbie Ranch said, did you get a lot of views for the burger review that went wrong? We didn't.
Not really.
There weren't. It didn't get a ton of reviews, but I think the one reason was when we first put it out, the video said things went wrong. And it was just us having a burger in our mouth for a burger review.
Like a burger review.
Yes.
And I don't know. Personally, if I thought something was just a burger review for a Holland America burger, I probably wouldn't watch it because I mean.
Yes, and things went wrong. Like what? You were interrupted, or
I don't
you didn't
know.
care
it's
for
not that Holland America burger isn't really that exciting. I guess.
That's right.
But we thought it would be good to do because comparing it to some of the other places, and then when that happened, we were like, oh yeah, we have to put that out.
Well, yeah, we have to put that out, and I think, and keep an eye out. We're going to try to put out a short maybe for the burger review and see if we can get it to go.
I don't think anyone who's seen it already wants to re-see it.
Just click it. You don't have to watch it. Just go make your dinner while playing in the other room.
Oh my gosh.
That's for sure. I saw that review. I didn't expect to see that hair. Thank you, Debbie. That was the goal. That was the goal. All right, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was great talking some cruising, answering questions. We love the questions. Thank you for the super chats. You guys are amazing. Sharon, anything that I missed tonight?
I don't think so.
No? Did we nail it? Did we cover all of the bases?
I think so.
Today I learned how wonderful Sharon is, booking my first cruise again, said Amy Franzak.
Oh, Amy, you're going to make this one. I know it.
Reg Mack said, I love you guys. Thanks for supporting Carnival. I cruised four cruise lines, and they still remain my favorite. Sorry I missed the start of the live. We'll catch it later. Thank you, Reg Mack. We appreciate the comment, and for you being here. Thanks for joining us. And if you're new or you haven't done it yet, make sure you go subscribe when you get out of here. Hit the notification bell so you know when there's more content. And hit the like button if you like the video so that we make more videos. And I learned that Jamie has a banana logo on his shirt. This is a Charger lightning bolt. Don't get me started, Wanda. I already congratulated you nicely on your Saints winning. Okay, I can take that all back if I have to. I can rescind my niceness. You rocked it. Thank you, Lindy Lou. Julie Thomas, nighty night to you guys. Love you guys all. Muchos besos. Love you. Trust me, Boswell has friends where he's at. Thank you. That's very nice of you. We appreciate that. So tonight's show was in honor of Boswell. Thank you, SAT. Hope to see you soon. Beth, we hope to see you guys soon too. We definitely got to get some chips and salsa and a margarita here very soon now that things have calmed down. Sharon's feeling better. We got maybe a month or two of normality, under our feet here. So. Yeah,
I know. I felt horrible last week. And then over the weekend, what day? Was it Saturday? It was Saturday afternoon. I actually, out of nowhere, I laid down, and I don't usually take naps, but I laid down and I just passed out, and I woke up at, what time was it? Like 11 o'clock or midnight or something. And yeah, I just had a
you were
long
done.
sleep, and then I was
done.
I was up bright and early Sunday, and I was feeling a lot better.
Let's see. Everyone's liking Wanda's comment on my banana logo. How many sides does a banana have? Daniel Fields, I don't know. I think it has an inside and an outside. Great show. Going for a burger now. I'm hungry, said Brian from How We Cruise. Mary Barkley learned that she has a new name, Marley.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Hey, that's how things happen. I thought it was a mustache on my shirt. Let's see. Thank you, Sharon, for booking the Coop Cruise, said Lindy Lou. Guys, we'll see y'all soon. And thank you for watching. From everybody here at Sharonatsea Travel, from myself, Sharon, from Matthew, from Callie, from Lucy, from Leanne and Nancy, our amazing moderators who are with us through thick and thin. We love you guys. Thanks for staying up late every Monday and helping out. It means the world to us. From all of us here to all of you.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you next week.
We'll be here next week.
We will. We'll be here next week.
3 weeks in a row, we're going to be live.
We are. Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully the Chargers get a win.
We're not going anywhere the rest of this month.
We're not going anywhere without you guys. That's for sure.
We're not going anywhere in September. Now, after that, who knows where we're going to be going.
All right. We'll see what happens.
But we're here through September.
Okay, guys. We're out of here. We love you. Peace out. Be good. Behave. And love one another. Very important. Love one another. Good night.
Good night, everyone.